it's the place for me. I mean, I can't say anything else. It's just something about it. I mean, the quality of Tuscany, of Italy, really, and something that they haven't lost, you know, in the years. Something that they hold on to that you can kind of taste in the dinner with friends, and the closeness between family members, and the closeness between people that live in the little town Gimignano down the road, or it's just, there's something different, you know, and I don't think I'll ever leave.
I love him, but I wasn't sure he was coming back with me in Italy. You know, I have a lot of questions in my brain, in my mind. What about if he's not coming back? What about if he doesn't love me enough? What about if he didn't like this experience at the farm?
A love story, you never know where it's gonna fall.
Poggio Alloro is a working farm and eco-tourism destination in San Gimignano, Tuscany, Italy. San Gimignano is an agricultural dream with sweeping landscapes and rich, fertile soil. Over the years, this beautiful part of Italy has attracted many of those looking for a better life. 3 brothers, Umberto, Amico, and Bernardo, came to San Gimignano from Marche to build a new life.
The story that my dad used to tell me is that when he came here with the train, he had only 3 lira in his pocket. 3 lira would be like having €3 or $3 today in your pocket and have to starting a business. And everything they have today is because they work so hard.
Amico's daughter, Sara, works on the farm every day. She sees it as a very special place. As one of the 3 brothers' 7 children, Sara not only works and lives here at Poggio Alloro, but feels a strong sense of responsibility in keeping the traditions of the farm alive.
My work here at the farm, I started as a normal, regular worker. I was cleaning the rooms of our B&B, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then little by little, because of my study and because of the way that I learned during life, I wanted to bring the farm a little bit out there. So not just keeping the farm for ourselves, but sharing our concept, our history, our love for the land and the farm with everybody in the world. I started to do like a wine fair to bring the wine out there to let everybody know about our wine. So we did wine fair in Hong Kong, in Italy, in Germany, in the United States, a little bit of everywhere.
It is common for tourists to come to Italy to have a farm holiday, to experience the life and be involved with the work day to day. Unbeknownst to Sara, a couple of visitors all the way from Texas would arrive for a farm experience and change the course of her life.
There was a couple that wrote us an email and they said we wanted to come at the farm and spend our vacation. And we really wanted to harvest with you all our 2 weeks of vacation. And from our experience, you see people really wanted to work, and then they go down for 5 minutes and it's very hot, it's full of fly. The work is very hard. Harvesting is not a soft work. They actually show us for 2 weeks that they were a very hard worker.
These two Texans fell in love with Poggio Alloro and returned many times to work on the farm. Each time they came, they would invite Sara to visit them in Texas. Finally, in 2004, she did. And when she arrived, she was introduced to the couple's son, Russell.
I met Sara Fioroni actually in my parents' house about 15 years ago. And there was some sort of connection between me and her, obviously, immediately. And then over the next maybe 10 years, we slowly became closer.
We're just talking with the family, and he came in the kitchen, and the mother introduced me to Russ, and I thought it was very cute, very beautiful.
Usually the guests Russell's parents brought home didn't interest him that much. This one.
Finally, my parents brought home someone that wasn't like a 40-year-old Egyptian man to have dinner with. And it was finally a little cute Italian girl, you know. So I was intrigued immediately.
Food is paramount in Italy, and everyone that visits wants to know how to cook like an Italian. Russ's mum thought that Sara was the perfect person to teach Texans about the simple flavours of Italian food.
And you have to know that in Italy, the people, or most of them in Italy, know how to cook. So I didn't have a clue about what was exactly standing there and teaching a cooking class. I didn't know how to approach with the people, how to teach a class and everything. And they say, come on, let's try. So welcome guys to this cooking class. We are going to make pasta from scratch.
The cooking class was a resounding success. Russell's mum was thrilled. What started in 2006 didn't end there. Sara returned to the States every year, teaching cooking classes, and each time would get to know Russell a little better.
So the first year I was there, when I met Russ, we were both in different relationships. So we started to know each other. We hang around all together with friends, family, with my ex-boyfriend and several girls that Russell had, whatever. But we were talking so well together, understanding each other, coming from two different worlds, two different families, two different culture also. But it was so easy to talk to him, really. You can tell it was like a best friend from first. We built a relationship like it was my brother, like my...
Sexy brother.
Russ.
No.
Like his sister, I used to call her sister, and I still do today.
Spurred on by the interest everyone had in her life in Poggio Alloro, Sara decided to write a book. Released in 2012, the book was a great success, selling 20,000 copies. Sara toured the States promoting the book, and weary and excited, she returned to Texas to catch up with Russ and his family before going home. What started as a story about Sara's family history was to become the story of her future.
We were talking about what was going on in our life. You know, he was asking about the cookbook, what I was doing during the trip. And of course, we, ask each other, how are you doing with your girlfriend? And I said, well, we're not together anymore. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'm single too. And then,
I remember her going, I'm single. Boop.
No.
No, oh, baby, I wish. Baby,
that's not the true story. And then next day, he texts to his mom. So I was like, Russ texting to the mom? Something's going on.
I think they were shopping or something.
Asking what we were doing the night after. And I was like, very interesting. Never happened. That's something that Russ would never do. So that's the opposite of Russ. So
I could smell the soup. You know what I mean? Something was cooking.
And then finally, I went back home to the family home. We told each other. We told each other.
No, verbally to the next level. Yeah.
We finally went out for a drink. Many people ask me, like, which is your position in the farm? My position is to be a member of the family. So you have to know that here business meetings are working in a little bit unusual way compared to other business. So the way we are doing a meeting here is somebody's opening a bottle of our spumante, and everybody else hearing the popping of the bottle of spumante, they're coming around, like bears with the honey. And we know that probably Renzo is opening a bottle of spumante, and so that's the place where we are going to meet and chat a little bit life about the wine we are drinking and about the problems that we might have in our business and eventual solution. Because always is better in front of a glass of wine.
Sara and Russ's first date wasn't without its challenges.
I took her to a typical San Antonio, Texas type of establishment, where they have 250 types of beer. Well, she's a sommelier. She doesn't even like beer. Oh, so that's, you know what I mean? So I took her to the next place that has the line out the door where, everyone wants to go hang out and mingle. Well, then the bartenders in there were in bikinis. And that's not the place, a proper Italian woman wants to go. But, the choices we had weren't that good. So then I ended up taking her to kind of this dive, really, I want to say it was the last bar in San Antonio, because it was right outside the city limits that you could even smoke a cigarette in. So there were men, cowboys, smoking, drinking whiskey, and I think she liked that a little bit better. At least it was real and not a
fake.
A fake, theme restaurant, so to speak. So luckily we had good conversation because the 2.5 places I took her to were pretty terrible.
We went out and it has a perfect gentleman. He's saying, "May I kiss you?"
No, yes, I did ask. I didn't,
Yeah.
No, you deserved it. I don't want to,
And I was
Important.
thinking in Italian, ma sei scemo? Like,
Sì.
are you crazy? Are you not? Of course you can kiss me.
But a Texas kiss,
'Cause I'm thinking
not an
I'm
Italian
thinking in
ciao, buonanotte kiss, like oh.
But it was funny. My thinking was still in Italian. I don't think in English. So I was like, are you scemo? What are you doing? Just kiss me.
After Sara and Russ's first date, the romance blossomed. Then it was time for Sara to leave. Neither of them knew where the relationship was heading.
It was only 1 week we were dating, and we didn't know what it was the future for real. No idea, no clue. So we were thinking I would come back in November. That was April. So I was saying it's not that many months, and then we can see what's going on, if we wanted to be still together, if our life changed again. And so I did the rest of my trip. I came back to the farm, and after 15 days, after he called me every single day, he said, "You know what, I'm buying the tickets. I cannot resist anymore. I'm coming."
Well, then you had to wait a little while, finish my work and things like that. I was driving heavy equipment, giant excavators, moving dirt, doing site work, they call it. Giant Texas-size things, crushing rocks. And I did that for many years. I loved it. I loved the work, I was working with one of my best friends. I had my little Airstream trailer, out in the woods and things, my pickup truck, But there's only one thing to do, you know what to do. I made the right decision.
And you have a tractor now. You don't have the trailer, you have a tractor.
Yeah, I guess. It's nice. It's hot.
Sara's father, Amico, has intimate knowledge of the land and wants to pass it on. Traditionally, this has been from father to son.
You have to know that my dad has 3 daughters, plus the dog was female, and of course my mother. So he was surrounded by females for all his life. That's the reason why I often thinking that he's always in the garden to hide away from all these ladies and girls of the family.
Sara calls me a jack of all trades because the place I fit in the family is really willing and able to do whatever she or they need. You know, I can fix an engine or bake a cake or whatever. Like, it's all paying attention, really. No, I mean, you just do what you need to do and try to live up to their standards and their quality that they have been doing for so long, and not want to change what they have been doing because it's been working.
For about 9 months, 1 year, my dad couldn't stand him. You have to imagine like Italian old-style man farmer having this like big boy full of tattoos everywhere, smoking cigarettes. It was like, I don't like this guy, you know. Of course, he was saying that in Italian, but you know, and it was saying comments that I cannot repeat right now, so because they were being not nice. So he really didn't like Russ at all. He wasn't happy.
When I originally got here, I was helping out more on the restaurant side. But after that, he ended up seeing the quality of my work. You know, I'm not the kind of guy that just asks for something. I'd rather try to earn it, you know? And he saw that I was a good worker, and slowly he said, hey, you know, oh, I need a hand. Oh, hey. More and more. Then one day he was like, no, now you work with me. And that was it. And that was probably 5 years ago. Ma io non vedo dove.
È in fondo, in fondo.
Sì.
It's a full-time job for Russ and Amico.
You know, with the animals and everything, it's almost impossible to have a real day off, you know. But we drink a lot of wine at lunch, so it makes up for it. Even today. Yesterday at lunch, he said, why'd you only bring one bottle? We need two. You know, he's 82 years old. Like, that's a good attitude to have, no?
You cannot split them. They are one thing right now, you know. I do say inseparabili. Until the point that after 5 years, when I try to talk with my dad or with Russ, there's no way that I can get in the conversation. They are talking each other, pushing me aside, you know, and so I cannot even get in the conversation. So I say, oh, nice to see. You didn't even like each other. Now, you know, you're like a father and son, like best friends. It's so beautiful to see, and it's like this picture of them working all day long in the garden, also with my nephew, Ulisse. This is only 19 years old. It's something beautiful to see. And I see now that my father has somebody that he wants to teach things. Because my father loved to share everything with everyone, but sometimes it's hard for him to teach to somebody else his strong tradition. And I saw that with Russ, he was passing, you know, all the secret he knows about gardening, about butchering. So that was so beautiful, amazing to see.
This insect, he attacks only the root. He comes in here and he puts his little head right in the middle, and he kills the salad in one day. He's gonna tear it in half.
Vola.
It flies.
Sì. Ok. Ecco qua.
His favorite part of the day, when he gets to kill this little bug right here.
Distrutto.
Sì, vado. Bravo, bravo. His name is Amico, which means friend, but we're really more like brothers, or I want to say father, but he's too crazy to be my dad. So he's really just a great friend. I mean, and the respect that I think we have for each other makes our friendship really go on to the next level. At lunchtime comes mezzogiorno, noon. Then we all, me and Amico, we go up in his house, where there's Rosina, his wife, and every day we eat lunch made by her. I eat better with her than any restaurant. Come mangia bene in casa tua? Quando...
In 2016, Amico's brother, Umberto, passed away, leaving a void that the family still find difficult to fill. His passion was tending the Chianina cows.
It was 86 years old, and we knew in the bottom of our heart that something could happen, you know, it's life. So we were not prepared. It left a very empty space in the family.
Umberto's son, Giancarlo, now tends the cows with his uncle Bernardo. Carrying on his legacy keeps Umberto alive in their hearts. Losing such an important member of the family gives thought about losing others.
What's it going to be like when that generation, when Amico's not here anymore? I've thought about it, you know, and it's definitely interesting, and it definitely hurts my heart a little, and you know, I'm going to have to go on, you know, with him in mind, and I'm going to steal his style. I'm going to do everything the way he wants it to be done, and just carry on the traditions of him. He deserves it. Everything's going to be the same, you know, for everybody, for the Fioroni family, you know, for our kids, you know, for the people that come here. You know, I can't disappoint anybody. You have to go ahead, move on. I traveled America for many years, you know, and you meet lots of people, and you just never know where you're going to find the right one. After all that looking, so to speak, the one that I really wanted was my mom brought home, believe it or not, as gross as that sounds, you know.
That's your mom?
Yeah, but she was right there the whole time.
I do appreciate moments with my family, like a few chats with my father and my mother, eating organic, healthy food every single day, drinking good wine. I think I'm happy, very happy. And of course with the boyfriend too. I'm very happy too, you know. Family, and boyfriend. If I don't say that, it will be mad at me, you know.
It's not easy leaving your life in another country to follow your heart. It's risky and doesn't often work. But for Russ, the Italian family values of the Fioronis was something he could relate to. He had found his home.
It's a type of environment and stress and everything all rolled up into one. Beauty and friendship and love and family and excitement and food. I mean, it's just all one big plate here. It's just something that I love, you know. I love going home with her at night. I love coming to work in the morning.
Dammelo su cipolle.
Basta così.
Sì, proprio.
I don't think I could be anywhere else, honestly. I know.